So do you get Sparkle?
She's not out yet.
She's not? Wow, I thought she would
No,
have been already.
she is gonna be out. When's the next version? 2 weeks? Next week?
Oh, huh.
I don't know. No,
Hmm,
this update was Vita's update still, and then I think that
gotcha.
update came out 3 weeks ago. So yeah, it's and I've used up almost
Mm.
all of my crystal sources. So I doubt I'm gonna get her.
She gonna be on the
But
banner,
we
but
will see.
they're not giving her away for free since she's a collab
No,
character.
no, they are not.
Mm.
Okay, let's see. Do we win an iPad? No, we do not. That was like such a
How crazy
random
would
event
that?
to open to
How crazy would
today.
that be if you just won that on stream like that?
That would be funny. Um, but no, unfortunately not. Yeah, it's just I have no idea why this is even a thing. Um, I just opened up the game today and yeah,
Mm.
it just sat there like, oh yeah, here's a random giveaway. Huh? Why?
Yeah.
There's just always way too many things to look at once you open up the game for the first time in 10 years. So do we get an S rank here is the question. And the answer is no, but we get a Rita, and that is always a win. Even though that's like her worst battle suit, but oh well, what can you do?
Still a W.
Is she? She's standing closer to the screen than she is. But why? Why are they like so much closer to the screen? And then she's just like pretty far away. Why? That's so weird. Yes, yes, yes. No, I do not want
Oh yeah,
to
that
buy the battle pass.
vaguely reminds me. Have you done the newest Star Wars quest?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I will do that. I mean, maybe I could do it tomorrow. I don't have anything to do
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. I would have watched the new Arcane episodes, but I am watching that with a friend, and she doesn't have time tomorrow. So I will have to specifically remain off Twitter because that's where I actually see all of the people talk about Arcane. And Insta
Mm.
is just, I don't know, completely different.
Yeah. Um, there was a shot in the whatchamacallit, the Star Wars quest. You know how they do those little portrait things.
Mm.
Um, I don't remember the exact context of it, but like it reminded me of a certain shot from what's her name, the pink haired girl in this game.
Alicia?
Sakura.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but like something about it reminded me of her.
Mm. I mean, it was probably a coincidence. I don't think there's a character based on her yet.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a
Uh,
coincidence, but it's just interesting one. Like in terms of looks.
I will have to take a look at that once I play through the story then.
Mm.
It's funny. I might actually get. I might have more of a chance to get Sparkle on this account just by playing through the story than I will have
Mhm.
on my main account really grinding for her.
Yeah.
I'm dying. Help me. So, alright. Anyway, we have witnessed the beginning of the emo phase, and now we will witness the continuation of the emo phase.
I'm just pulling up this specific shot of Honkai Impact that it reminded me of,
Mm.
and I think I might just be delusional.
Something vaguely pink. Oh yeah, that's. I do remember that.
Yeah. I'm a silly goose. Maybe you see it like I do, but probably not.
Who knows? It's also more Honkai Impact related, but like, it's funny. I haven't played the story for the past few updates. And I'm like not super bothered by spoilers where I'm just like muting the words or something, so sometimes I just happen upon like the spoilers and it's just funny seeing like every few weeks or like, rather every few months
Mhm.
someone talking about, oh look, and then now they killed off this character, and I'm just like, oh yeah, typical Honkai. It's just with all of the other games, you can always be sure, like
Mhm.
at some point they're gonna return in some form. Like take Ting Yun for example, and obviously
Yeah,
I'm happy Ting Yun's gonna be back and getting a new
yeah,
version, but it is still funny like how different the games can be,
Mhm.
even if it's done by the same company.
Yeah. Like the Penacony arc particularly had a lot of death teasing,
Mm.
and
Yeah, nothing
most of
really
them didn't.
happened. Yeah, like all of the deaths
Mm.
were fake outs.
Mhm.
Um,
With like the sole
except for
exception
Ifrit.
of Misha and Gallagher.
Oh yeah, I guess. Um,
Mm. And even then, they weren't technically real in the first place.
mm,
So,
yeah, that's why like I would the only one I'd actually count is Ifrit. Um, but then again, there was like the first scene we saw him. Like, I mean, technically in the game, we knew he was dead before we even saw him for the first time. So, uh, eh.
I'm trying to blank. Who's Ifrit?
The leader of the Annihilation Gang, the
Oh, yeah,
the flame guy,
yeah,
the destruction guy.
yeah. Mhm. And I guess obligatory Cocolia.
Yeah, true. But I was just thinking Penacony specifically. But yeah, was there another one in the Bellabog? I don't think there was, right?
Mm, Natasha's brother is currently dead, but is probably not.
Yeah, but like we've never even
And even then,
seen him.
yeah, you never actually meet him. Yeah,
Yeah,
but like in terms of like meeting characters that die, no.
I mean to be fair, if we're just counting like people we haven't even heard, we've only ever heard from, like alone in Genshin alone, you have like thousands. I feel like,
Oh yeah, that is true. That's a lot more. Yeah.
but actually people that you see, you have like 3 NPCs.
Mhm. Um, did you do that one or 5.1 in Genshin?
No, I did 5.0. I didn't do 5.1 yet. I've
Oh,
seen
I
like a
should do that then.
few short pictures of it, but nothing more. Because I do
This
try to somewhat keep
avoid
myself
spoilers.
spoiler free.
Mm,
Um, because I do still intend to play it. I'm just not as invested as I was when Fontaine released.
mm. Yeah, Fontaine is still pretty easily my favorite arc, just because like I'm a lot more attached and interested in those characters than I am the Natlan characters.
Yeah.
Like in Natlan, the only characters I currently still really care for is Sitlali, the captain, and kind of Mavuka.
Yeah. I mean, from where I stand, both Mavuika and Capitano were just okay. They were cool in the scenes where they were, and then like
Mm-hmm.
Mavuika had some. I obviously just with from the 5.0 perspective, I've seen like 3 scenes with Capitano, or like actually two,
Mm-hmm.
I think. His fight and then the little teaser at the end.
Yeah,
Um, I don't really care for Kachina. I don't really care for Mualani. I
I don't really care for them
really
either.
don't like Kinish's design. I just feel like it doesn't fit into the world at all.
And I hate Ajaw.
Yeah. Um, though obviously in 5.0 he wasn't like a big deal in the story, so I didn't hear too
Mm-hmm.
much of him, but I can imagine what he's gonna be like. Then I did like the dynamic between Chaska and her sister,
Mm-hmm.
but there wasn't like too much to it, and they made up really quickly, and then like it was good for the 5 minutes it was there,
Yeah, honestly,
and
and there's more in 5.1, obviously, but
yeah,
in my personal opinion, I honestly like Chaska's sister more than Chaska herself.
I mean, at the moment I don't prefer either over the other. Like
Mm.
obviously, it's kind of easy to like Chaska more since you know she's a playable character and she actually has
Mm.
more of a design
Mm.
than the NPCs. Like, even though like all of the NPCs in Natland so far were pretty alright, at least the
Mm.
ones like relevant to the story. Um, but there's just more to work with.
Mm.
But yeah, and then I'm not really feeling anything special towards these characters. And then like I did like Mavuika's turn, although I feel like at this point they've done this too much with like, oh, is it the same person or is it a different one? And then
Mm.
the scene where she's like visiting all of the characters in the past, which
Yeah.
like I thought was touching at first, but then it was also just so it just felt really weird, like the way it was
Mm.
done. I don't know if you like I can't even explain it. It just felt odd all the way.
Yeah. Like she's a decent character, but like out of all the other Archons you've met so far, nothing to me really stands out.
Yeah, like
Like to me, she's
she's
just kind of there.
cool, but yeah, so are many other
So is everybody
characters.
else.
Yeah, it's like what's there to be
Mm.
what's there to her that should make you feel more connected to her or more interested in her than
Mm.
in other characters. Like
Yeah, and even after
obviously,
doing 5.1, my feelings on her are still the same.
yeah, like obviously, like even with Furina, for many people, like obviously I liked her since the beginning, but many
Mm.
people only cared about her after like 4.2, which is
Yeah.
like totally fine, but um I feel like that's also why you can't really judge her too
Mm.
quickly.
Well,
Although I
even like
do,
in pre 4.2 Farina, like she still stood out.
yeah. And I will also say that Mavuika has already gotten a lot more screen time, or like a lot more significant screen time in just what I've played than Farina did in 4.0 and 4.1, I think.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you can really compare it that way.
Yeah, it feels like Mavrika does have more screen time, but it feels like the screen time that we had with Farina. Um, I like showing more about her character than it's shown about Maruka.
Honestly, I disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah, I think they intentionally didn't reveal too much about Farina. Like there was obviously they dropped small hints,
Hmm.
um, but I feel like they never really did too much to reveal anything about Farina other than her like being above everyone else.
Hmm.
Um, as and with Mavuika, they've actually like not only in scenes where she was in, where she's like talking about a family and of the gifts she got, but also like talking with that one woman in the spring area, who was
Yeah.
like a friend of Mavuika's. Like I feel like we've already gotten to know a lot more about her than we ever did with Farina before
Mhm.
4.2.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess 4.2 was more about, or pre 4.2 was more like foreshadowing
Mm.
4.2. Um, Whereas with Mavuika, her screen time's more, um, showing more her current character. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't find Mavuika's story to be that interesting, unless something changes in
Mm.
4.3, not 4.3, 5.3.
I mean, I don't know if I'd say I'd find it interesting. I did like it when, they first revealed that, she actually has a family. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
as sad as that sounds, that is a new thing for Archons to have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and obviously, it makes sense that she's like a reincarnation or whatever she is from 500 years ago. But
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I would have preferred it a lot more if her family was still around and we'd
Mm-hmm.
actually get like scenes between what it would be like to have your family member as an Archon. I feel like that would have
Mm-hmm.
been. I feel like that's kind
I'm
of a
like,
missed opportunity.
I have a feeling they're gonna do something with her sister. There's no strong evidence on it, but I get the feeling. I
Mm.
don't know what they're gonna do, but you know, it feels like it. Because there's all. Oh, I don't remember if it was 5.0 or 5.1, so I won't say anything on that.
I mean, if it's like one small thing, I don't mind.
It's just like Mavuka talking to her little sister before she's gonna be ascended to Archonhood.
Oh yeah, that was the
Um.
scene I was talking about where she was
Okay.
like
Yeah.
visiting all of the relevant people.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Mavuka's sister's like, "I'm gonna meet you again one day."
Mm.
So maybe there's deeper meaning to that. Maybe not. I don't know.
I thought that too. My only problem with it is just that how do they do that? How would they want to do that? Because
They'll find a way.
yeah, like obviously people being like near mortal isn't anything new,
Mm.
but I would wonder like if Mavuika herself didn't play a part in letting her live longer, then how the hell would she manage to do that?
Mm. I mean, that one also has an entire system where you can like bring people back to life or something like that. So I feel like it's gonna be possible somehow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm.
Yeah, but I don't know. Genshin's just been
Mm.
not as interesting.
Mm-hmm. Like 5.1 was kind of good. Uh, uh, I'm just not invested as I used to be.
Mm.
Like maybe 5.3 would be crazy. Maybe it won't. Um, with Natlan's like aesthetic kind of disappointing me. It makes me a little worried for how Shesnaya will turn out.
Mm. Because like Snitch Naya is like the big thing we're
Yeah,
kind of
it's
building
the thing.
towards. Yeah. And I feel like, they'd either have to make it completely different tone shift again.
Hmm.
Because, like, no matter the story, Natlan itself feels cartoonish.
Hmm.
And if we're going to the headquarter of the Fatui, to, like, the
Hmm.
coldest region in Tevat, except for
Yeah, where
maybe Dragonspine,
some of the main bad guys are.
yeah, like, you can't go there with, like, this full on cartoony
Hmm.
uh, design of the world and the characters, which is also why
Hmm.
I really dislike Kinish's design. I feel
Hmm.
like it's way more a Star Rail design than it is a Genshin. Because Genshin at its heart is still like just some like medieval fantasy, I'll call it, you know?
Hmm.
Um, with obviously like it's more out there and the designs really don't have to be grounded, but I don't know, it just feels like way too not necessarily modern, but I don't know. It just feels it's filled with too many references
Yeah, a
to
lot of
and
references,
that
and
just
it
doesn't
almost feels like
work.
a different game compared to
Yeah.
all the other nations in the world. And like that was like the same feeling, we all I think you and I both had when we first got the Natlan preview for the first time. It didn't look like
Mm,
Genshin.
I didn't even have that problem as much. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's just jarring to see after we just had Fontaine, which was bright, yes, but it
Mm-hmm.
also still had a very down to earth feeling,
Yeah, and
and
some
also
darker
like
tones.
yeah, it's and it was also very serious still, or like it managed to be very serious despite Genshin's bright aesthetics.
Mhm.
And then I feel like the characters themselves don't feel like they're all from the same place. I think that's more of my issue with Natlan,
Mhm.
where like um what's the guy called? Auroron?
Yeah, Oron.
Yeah, like he just doesn't feel like he'd be from the same place as Kinish.
Mhm. I mean, that defense, like they are from different tribes, so different cultures.
Yeah, but
Um, and him and Oron and Sitlali kind of have relatively similar aesthetics. They're from the same tribe.
I mean they have uh with Auroran and Sitlali I agree they do share an aesthetic. But that's
Mm,
just my problem that like with the tribes I feel like they wanted to differentiate them too much.
mm,
Because like if I compare that to Liyue and the new area they added where Gaming comes from,
yeah,
he does have like some different aesthetics, but he still fit perfectly into Liyue Harbor.
yeah. I can
And
still tell like this person's from Leeway.
yeah, and I just don't get the feeling with those new Netland characters.
Mm. Like they try to make them too unique
Yeah,
from each other.
yeah. And I feel like if you have a game where you have six different uh, countries and soon
Mm,
to be seven different countries, you don't need that much difference in one
mm,
country, even if the map only expands like very slowly.
mm.
I do feel like they don't really have to um, try to make different aesthetics into one nation.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think right now because there was also one Sumeru character I'm pretty sure who had like a completely different design or like a very weird color palette, but I don't remember who that was.
Mm,
Because I'm pretty sure it was from Sumeru, but I just do not remember.
Layla?
No. I mean, Layla kinda, but she still has. It wasn't like. It's not. Those aren't very bright colors, so I
Mm,
don't really mind them as much. Because
mm,
like Sumeru is like the clothing still very subdued. Like if you want to compare like Layla and Wanderer, they're pretty close by in terms of
mm,
colors.
mm.
So I
Let's
didn't
see.
mind that
There's
too
Layla,
much.
Wanderer, I hate them, Kave, Saino, Dia, Candice, Setos, Hanare, Kale,
I do feel like it was a
uh,
newer character, maybe it was
Dory.
Fontaine.
Are
Because
you thinking of Emily?
I do think, yeah, there were some things I didn't like about Emily, but I don't think there was a problem with me. Maybe I'm misremembering it, and it was because Emily was released alongside Fontaine. That might actually be the case. Um,
Probably.
I don't remember right now. I'd actually have to go through the characters myself, see if I can
Mm.
remember it, but I'm not gonna do that
I
right
guess
now.
there's Chiori too with her Inazuma clothes in Fontaine.
Mm, yeah, but I wasn't thinking of Chiori, definitely. I mean, if you have a good reason, like, the character comes from a different region,
Hmm.
then that's fine. And to be fair, Chiori is also supposed to stand out because she makes like very different clothes or
Hmm.
very different fashion from anyone else.
Hmm.
So, um, I wouldn't mind it too much. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I'll remember it when I take a look at the characters again next time, but I don't even know when that will be.
I think there's like a week left of 5.1, and then I
Hmm.
can finally pull Felini.
Yeah, I mean, I was considering pulling for Chaska, but I mean, I've barely played this version.
Hmm.
I don't, I don't think I'm gonna. I want her, or I would like
Hmm.
to get her. I don't think, I don't think
With the
I'm like
exception of
that.
probably Sitlali, I don't see myself pulling for any of the non characters, to be honest.
I mean,
Half because I just don't care for their gameplay revolving around exploration.
yeah, that's definitely. If you could at least use them anywhere,
Hmm.
then maybe. But
Yeah,
being restricted to Natlan is
their own
kind of
nation.
stupid. Like
Yeah, like
Fontaine
you
had a
can
similar
use it, but it's
thing.
just so much worse.
Yeah, like Fontaine had a similar thing, but it was so minor. It was
Yeah, it's
really
extremely
just
minor.
used for puzzles. That
Yeah,
it's like a small thing that's nice to have, but it doesn't
that
really
and you can
matter.
swim faster underwater.
Yeah,
But that was just underwater, like swimming. I think if you're a Fontaine character swimming in water in outside nations, you would still be just as fast as everybody else.
mm. And then you also have like the older characters where like Beto gives
Mm-hmm.
you a passive that where you can swim faster, or Rosaria
Mm-hmm.
makes you run
Yeah.
faster at night. So it's not like exclusive.
Mm-hmm. But like taking that one character outside of their own nation and they're still like not that good anymore.
Yeah, because
And I
like
don't.
they almost
That's the same problem with
miss.
the artifacts too. I think like it revolves around exclusively Natlan characters, if I recall.
I don't think I've ever looked at the new artifacts, honestly.
Like, it revolves around the Night Soul Blessing, which is what the
Mm,
Latin characters use. So I think they're just useless on everybody except them.
that is very unfortunate.
Mm.
I mean, it kind of feels like Hoyo is just trying to give them a reason to exist.
Mm-hmm.
Or like trying to make them more relevant once Natlan ends. And
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can see a lot of these characters dropping off when Howland ends.
Yeah. I like it's kind of I mean, I don't know if it's really like obviously it's sad for the time spent to create these characters, but like I'm not
Mm-hmm.
there aren't really that many designs. I'm kind of sad to see or I would be sad to see go away.
Yeah, like
Like
becoming irrelevant.
yeah. Like I like Shilonen, but I feel like without her jacket she just looks way worse. And if most of her gameplay is around or she doesn't have her jacket on, then I'm just like not too sad about losing that.
Mm-hmm. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Yeah, just all of them are going to drop off meta as soon as Namen is over. On the bright side, though, is if Capitano is playable, I can at least more than likely count on him staying relevant because, Articuno, she wasn't from Natlin, so she didn't have not Natlin. She wasn't from Fontaine, so she didn't have Fontaine mechanics. And Capitano.
Did she not? I honestly
No, she's
don't
not
even.
from Fontaine.
I don't even remember if she had the Numa Osha thing or not.
No, she's not. Did you not do the story quest?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I meant like
Oh.
the Fontaine mechanics.
Oh yeah, no, she doesn't have that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, she's, I think, half Conrian, half Descender.
Hmm.
She's a descendant of a Descender. Not 100% sure how that works, but I could be mistaken. She at the very least has Conrian in her. Good?
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. I think we should actually continue with this story.
Yeah.
How long have we talked? It's been a minute. It's been
Almost
20,
an hour.
25. Oh well.
Join the dark side. Sick dragon, bro.
Gotta flex a bit.
Hmm.
真是努力呢，雷之律者。你体内的崩坏能已经趋于稳定，和我想的一样，你能掌控那个力量。
我说过，不要打扰我。
别那么冷淡，如今我们是同伴，要好好相处才是。我很想再多了解你一些。
胡狼，别浪费时间。说正事吧。
唉，真是无趣。雷电牙医，是时候为世界蛇贡献你的力量了。根据对虚数起点的观测，下一场大型崩坏马上就会到来。它会为世界蛇带来实现目标的基石，由崩坏所孕育的最强生物。没错，雷电牙医，和你一样的律者。简而言之，
Are those real
蛇
ears or
痕
is it
计划
just
中重要
cosmetic?
的一环，便是获得所有的律者。
Jack was ears.
如今尊主有要事在身，无法亲临指挥。
Probably just a cosmetic.
这是我们展现中
Honestly, we know so little about her. I have no idea.
确保圣痕计划的实行。
I think
She's
it's...
not playable, is she? I don't recall her.
No, no, she's not.
将是不可或缺的武器。
I don't think she ever will be.
我们需要共同应对即将到来的崩坏。我会履行自己的承诺。
It's not just men that get to appear and then don't get to be playable.
我是个雇佣兵，向
Rare.
来不会把别人当作同伴。所以，只要消灭律者就行了吗？
不，死去的律者毫无意义。世界蛇需要的是停滞的律者。
停滞。
我给你们准备了一份小礼物，请叫它黄泉之杖。
To Tink. I don't know.
One of the old Egyptian pharaohs. I know my history.
Oh, look at you.
Wait, actually, I can look up real quick. This thing.
Oh. I did not know the name of it.
Now you do. The more you know.
哦，这就是计划中提到的虚数干涉仪。
干涉仪？别用那么廉价的名字称呼它。它是前文明留下的伟大遗产，是天命也无法复现的科学奇迹。你根本无法想象它的价值。说实话，我很想现在就让你亲身体会一下它的力量，但可惜，它是如此珍贵。以世界蛇搜集到的材料，现阶段也只能制造出8枚。这8枚黄泉之杖， 必须谨慎使用。
所以，它到底有什么用？
你会知道的。
各位，1分钟前，崩坏在东南亚一座名为珊瑚岛的城市中爆发了。天命的女武神部队已经出击，开始行动吧。
Kevin?
No, not Kevin.
我必须胜利。各位，距离抵达目标地点还有5分钟。以下是本次作战的内容。这次崩坏的发生地珊瑚岛是一座拥有180万常住人口的人造岛屿都市。它位于东南亚与大洋洲的交界处，是太平洋地区重要的经济和贸易中心。目前距离崩坏爆发已经过去30分钟，珊瑚岛的崩坏已全面蔓延，情况不容乐观。更糟糕的是，就在刚才，驻守珊瑚岛的女武神部队雪莲小队也失去了联络。现在，先遣女武神部队已封锁该区域。
I'm always like mildly thrown off guard every time like fantasy games like this is based on the real world. Like, oh, we were in Southeast Asia. Like, what?
Yeah. Today we will be receiving aid from the FBI. Like,
The U.S. is coming for our oil. Okay, that was pretty sick.
着陆完毕。目前我们所在的位置是珊瑚岛外环的跨海大桥。不灭之刃需要突破大桥，进入市区建立防线。我和丽塔会赶往前线剿灭崩坏兽，其他人优先执行救援任务，保护幸存者撤离。遵命。苏醒吧，冰霜的主人。到我了，跟上我。苏醒吧，荣耀的捍卫者。
Smoke? No, that's snow. Oh.
珊瑚岛的崩坏能还在不断攀升。就在刚才，在市区内检测到了绿者的反应，我这就把坐标发给你们。这个位置是约兰戴尔大人，10分钟前，雪莲小队就是在这里失联的。丽塔，和我前去支援。 遵命。哎，可是队长，主教大人让我们不要插手绿者的事，擅自行动会受到处分的吧？亚尔威特，我们的任务是处理崩坏，救援失联的女武神小队自然也在其列。这种时候要懂得随机应变。啊，原来如此，这样就不算抗命了。副队长真是聪明。
其他人按原计划行动，我们在坐标点汇合。
了解。
走这边，跟上我。
幽兰戴尔大人，大桥上十分混乱，我们从外侧的管道前进会更快。
走吧。荣耀的捍卫者，到我了。
That was excessive.
I don't know what you mean.
Way to flex.
跟上我。
Yo, the quality drop.
時間がありません。
かしこまりました。
Yo.
ライデンね。这场战斗我必须胜利。你是雷电牙医？
...
没想到你会加入世界蛇。我有自己要走的路，仅此而已。
牙医小姐，原来主教大人所说的盟友，指的就是你。才刚加入的新人就被指派到这么危险的地方，看来世界蛇真是无人可用了呢。
这不是丽塔小姐吗？好久不见。
赌呀！
请放心，和天命不一样，世界蛇向来不喜欢人海战术。虽然人数不多，但我们会完成任务。
哼，那可真是冒犯了。
You know, side by side, they look kind of similar.
They both have an eye covered, I guess.
Like, same kind of hair length. Their eye color is almost the same.
自爆炸弹。
抱歉，之前因为我一人毁了您的任务，我到现在都还过意不去呢。
我才是不好意思，妨碍了神城医药的计划，让你们的大业功亏一篑。
别客气，这次还得麻烦您做好后勤，绿者就交给我们来处理吧。
那可真是劳烦您了，请安心。如果您不小心牺牲了，我一定会将您厚葬的。
谢谢您的好意，您也要多注意自己的安全。
您也是。
我并不想与天命产生冲突。我们的目的一致，既然已是同盟，那就完成各自的使命，互不干涉。女武神部队会驻守外围城区，撤离幸存者，阻止崩坏向外扩散。按照约定，
I didn't really think about it before, but did Raiden's hair get longer?
我们不会随意插手。
A little bit.
非常感谢。
You know, it's like flowing all the way down.
快去吧。
Unless she had it in a ponytail, but I don't think it was that much of a difference.
Yeah, no.
Da.
丽塔小姐，我们也握手言和吧。
抱歉，我是不会和杀死队友的人握手的。
你
No.
就别生气了。如果你再纠缠不休，我就不客气了。好吧，是我一厢情愿。天命最强的女武神，果然是个硬茬。行了，出发吧。
I'll be back in just a minute.
狂风，臣服于我。一刀了断。这条隧道的另一头直达珊瑚岛市区，夜宵会在那里与我们会合。就是这里了。
Alright, sorry, I'm back.
Hello, hello.
What's that?
Hmm?
I said, what's that?
I did just say hello, hello. That is.
Oh.
That is all that is up.
Such a satisfying sound.
遇到了一位老朋友。
Love the sound of snow crunching.
你该死的女武神，
I guess you don't hear that too often.
Yeah, exactly.
我是世界蛇干部，代号夜宵。初次见面，
This is a new character.
这次我会协助你们一同完成任务。
Bro does not sleep at all.
这个
And he's a guy. Look at that.
Yeah.
我先走了。
你再说一遍。
开玩笑的。
他是信息侦查的专家，也是隐秘行动的好手，会协助我们完成作战。虽然看起来有些散漫。
Oh, data mining. That's why he's sleep deprived.
雷电牙医大人，这次崩坏已经确定诞生了第5律者。根据胡狼的指示，我已经准备好黄泉之杖。等您击败他后，我会将其捕获。
叫我牙医就可以了。
这就是尊主说的雷之律者吗？感觉还有点软弱呢。交给他，真的没问题吗？
不用担心，他和我们一样，有不得不战斗的理由。
好吧，那我就拭目以待了。
Gotta say, I love the World Serpent's aesthetic with their characters.
开始行动。
Red and black. 10 out of 10.
夜宵，一路过来都是我和牙医在战斗，你就不能搭把手吗？
有雷电牙医在，我这点本事也帮不上什么忙。不如省点力气，用在和绿者的战斗上面。
你别吵了，现在绿者的情况如何？从刚才开始，绿者的信号就停止了移动。切鸟，拔刀。
Oh, hey, that looked like Raiden Shogun's skill, I think.
开始行动。
Almost if they're the same person.
这是他最后一个阵地。
I do wonder why Raiden May and Raiden A have similar looking moves.
崩壊エネルギーが溢れ出してる。当たりみたい。
It kind of looks like a Cocodius thing.
开始行动。
You know, when she throws down that giant ice ball.
A little bit.
冰柱内的崩坏能还在不断增强。绿者正在孵化，这些崩坏兽在为它拖延时间。
你们吸引崩坏兽的注意，我先去冰柱附近就位，准备迎击绿者。
那就先把它赶出来吧。了断。砕けろ。一下。
Oh, she has a sniper rifle. That's cool. Wow, a woman inside of an ice. March 7th?
目标锁定，黄泉之杖，准备装填。
Oh, okay. Hello there. Kind of a cool design, actually. The outfit itself, like the blue and the white and all that, it's kind of like how I would imagine the streets have to look.
Well, as a
you having
not
trouble there?
as a not professional doctor, I think she's doing fine.
Mm-hmm. She'll walk it off.
Yeah.
作战开始。开始行动。狂风，臣服于我。
Oh my god.
他逃走了。绿者正在离开，得追上去。
等一下，某人追击太莽撞了。绿者的能力我们都见识过了，比想象中更难对付。虽然你的力量能与之抗衡，但要捕获它并不容易。我们需要一个更完善的对策。
It's no longer how to train your dragon, it's how to train your Hersher.
我们来晚了。他们都是勇敢的战士，带他们回家吧。是。丽塔，这里交给你了，我去周围找找有什么线索。苏醒吧，荣耀的捍卫者！荣光与我同在。跟上我，走这边，跟上我。
增援抵达，我们就……队长，队长，你怎么了？不要靠近我！快走！队长，你身上的崩坏能很强，这究竟是……快走！不是的，不是这样的。
Now, I'm just a guessing man, but I don't think things are going well.
You think? I think they're going.
Yeah.
I think they're going excellent.
Yeah.
That couldn't be any better, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, you're right. I'm probably wrong.
这是
约兰戴尔大人，不灭之刃小队已经突破外环隧道，正在向这里推进。其他女武神部队也封锁了珊瑚岛的各大隘口，崩坏的影响范围已基本受控。约兰戴尔大人，您手中的项链是？
安娜·沙尼亚的。这根项链是她留下的。从目前的线索推断，她就是这次崩坏中诞生的律者。虽然她极力抵抗崩坏的侵蚀，但还是在混乱中摧毁了自己的小队。
没想到会是这种结果。约兰戴尔大人，要把我们的发现告诉世界蛇吗？
亚尔维特，把安娜的情报传达给他们吧。
啊，这么做真的好吗？女武神的资料可是机密呀。
作为盟友，向对方提供必要的信息也是我们的职责。让我看看。
I don't remember. Is Durandal and Rita still working for Otto at this time?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I can go for like another 20 minutes. And call it a day.
好了，障碍都扫除了。这个通讯是天命。
世界蛇的诸位，我是不灭之刃小队所属女武神亚尔威特，奉队长之命向各位传达天命的调查情报。
幽兰戴尔的命令。说吧，什么情报？
好的，资料正在传输。
这是
根据调查，这位名叫安娜的女武神，正是这次崩坏中诞生的律者。
居然是天命的女武神。
我们也感到很惊讶，但事实就是如此。安娜·沙尼亚特1年前成为雪莲小队队长，派往珊瑚岛驻守。她在崩坏爆发后不幸成为律者。从通讯记录来看，她极力抵抗过崩坏的侵蚀，可最终还是失败了。安娜在杀死其他女武神后选择了离开。我们猜测那时她应该还保有些许人类的意识。
所以，他才把自己冰封了起来。
另外，在律者诞生的现场发现了大量含有高浓度崩坏能的冰冻区域。虽然能力尚未明晰，但暂定第5律者的代号为冰之律者。
冰之律者的力量，我们已经领教过了。
这么说，各位已经与律者接触过了？
有过短暂交手，但被他逃脱了。如你所说，律者能够制造出尖利的寒冰，爆发产生的寒潮也有不容小视的破坏力，是个麻烦的敌人。不过，我们会想办法尽快解决它。
了解，我会 会把这些情况汇报给队长。感谢各位的协助。
别客气，以后这样的机会还有很多。
Okay.
祝各位作战顺利。
你的表情变得还真快。
工作需要，谁让我们现在是盟友呢？
It's not that hard to change facial expressions.
Yeah.
不管绿者是谁，我们都必须尽快解决这次危机。
I mean, perhaps for someone with like no sleep in the last 72 hours, it might be difficult. Who knows?
時間はそうないみたいだ。
目前绿者正在朝城市中心移动。世界蛇设置在珊瑚岛内部的侦察设备已经全部瘫痪。从最后传来的数据显示，绿者在行进过程中创造了大量崩坏兽。这些崩坏兽会在它们周边形成超低温区域，那是普通人无法踏足的死地。如果要接近目标，就必须将这些崩坏兽全部消灭。
但即使能接近绿者，我们也需要更完备的计划，不然只会让他再次逃走。
对，计划的关键就是皇权之杖。那究竟是什么？
简而言之，是一种针对绿者核心的限制装置。根据胡狼的说法，它能大幅干扰绿者核心和虚数空间的连接，在短时间内将二者的通道扭曲，使绿者体内的崩坏能陷入紊乱。既不会杀死绿者，又能极大程度地限制他的行动。
Convenient.
正常状态下，这种束缚持续不了多久。但如果你能先一步对冰之绿者造成重创，削弱他的力量，那样皇权之杖的持续时间就会大大延长。我们能有足够的时间将绿者交给尊主，让他封印绿者的全能。到那时，绿者就会陷入假死状态，变成一个安全无害的植物人。抱歉
Lots of dots.
身为绿者的你，一定会觉得很残忍吧？
残忍？你什么时候变得这么善良了？
我只是觉得，好歹我们身边也有一个绿者。
没关系，如果这是唯一的方法，那我会完成我该完成的事。
Da, 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 da.
既然如此，那就尽快制定作战方案吧。时间拖得越久，对我们越不利。
正面进攻交给牙医，我们就用我们擅长的方式战斗。
我也是这么想的。
首先，我们需要确定绿者的位置。崩坏能和寒流的双重干扰，让大部分侦察手段都失效了。现在只能通过肉眼锁敌。我会寻找一个制高点，锁定绿者
Out
的
of
位置。
curiosity, but I wonder if you'll get a Raven equivalent in Genshin
发现
Impact.
绿者后，我会将皇权之杖安置在陷阱中，再由你来引诱绿者
I
踏入
mean,
陷阱。
Genshin does a lot less direct inspirations from Honkai
一个
than
绿者
Star
就是
Rail,
训练有素的女武士。
so
这个方案会不会
I
太
don't
简单
think so. I feel like Raven is
提
like
示，
too
它还能保护人类
niche
的意识。
almost.
但从之前的
Yeah.
战斗来看，它连语言能力都已经丧失，恐怕只剩下破坏的
Maybe.
冲动。他的状态
I just can't really see where she'd fit.
Well, who has Star Rail done so far, aside from, Bronya and Acheron?
Bronya, Acheron, Seele, Natasha,
Sayla, Natasha.
Kokolia.
Yeah.
I feel like Welt, of course. Welt Himiko.
It's literally well.
Welt Himiko. Was there another one? I'm not sure. I mean, that's still
Lucia.
still 7 characters. So
Well, in Genshin, there's Raiden, there's kind of Yamiko,
yeah, then there's the Heavenly Principles, and that's
there's
kind of
Marika.
yeah, I guess. They haven't really
And,
caught her by anything, but I guess she's inspired.
mm. And, we're not at Cisnaya yet, but the Cryo Archon is more than likely either going to be Bronya or Picolia.
It would feel very weird.
Cocolia.
It would feel very weird to have Bronya be the Cryo Archon, or like a version of Bronya be the Cryo Archon, but who knows? At least from like the personality we've known so far, that just doesn't feel like it should be Bronya.
Oh, you've gotten mischaracterization before in terms of being described to characters.
Yeah, that is
Like,
true.
oh, this character is like this, and then you actually meet the character, and they're nothing like that.
We will see.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm pretty sure it'll be Cocolia, but whatever. Yeah, we don't have Sela yet.
Yeah, I feel like Seele is like one of the characters, like with Raven, where I don't really see where they could introduce a version of them in like I don't see a nation where they'd fit.
The only nations that be left is Shesnaya and Khaenri'ah.
Yeah, like I don't think they're gonna use Khaenri'ah. And I also don't see Snezhnaya. But who knows?
I could see Shesnaya for Raven.
Maybe.
And I guess for Sela, it's unlikely, but they could introduce her for one of the other nations, like they do with other characters. Like how Gamin came out later.
I do feel like they probably want to stick to a general color theme again. And I just don't see a Seele, for example, in Snezhnaya, because I feel like purple's not gonna fit too well into that. Natasha's possible, definitely. Maybe Bronya as well. But yeah, like I feel like Seele, the only nation I really feel like she'd fit into would be Inazuma from like the color theme, but I just don't see her being an Inazuma character.
She could be part of the expedition team in Mondstadt.
Yeah.
If she's purple, at least it's purple too, so.
I mean, maybe, but like, does Seele feel like an exploration or like just a general a knight character?
I mean, Bronya's a knight in Star Rail.
Yeah, but like, Bronya was a soldier in Honkai as well. Seele is just an orphan who is just like
Selena's kind of a soldier in her own right in Star Rail.
Yeah, but like as like really. Part of the against the upper class.
I mean, she was like her own like organized police force in the underground because like the Silverman guards were nowhere to be seen. So she was part of the underground's version of law enforcement.
Yeah, but then wouldn't it make more sense to have her be like a normal knight and not part of the exploration team?
I mean, they took like 2/3 of the Knights of Favonius with them, so I don't think it counts whether or not she's an exploring person. You know, I'm just saying they could make it work if they wanted to.
And I'm just saying, I think there are far more likely characters to have than Zayla. Even though, like, Zayla is probably one of the more recognizable characters in the whole universe, but because like they're not gonna make another Alicia, they're probably not gonna make another Kiana. They have done a Raiden already. Oh, to be fair, like Yai Sakura was such a random pick to have like a version of in another game, because she's really not that important. But hey, so like maybe we'll see a Theresa. Who knows?
And, you know,
I mean, I would
get our Genshin's auto.
Yeah, I would vibe with Vita, but I know for a fact like that's very unlikely to happen because she's not from Earth and therefore not from the like timeline, I guess. So she's outside of that and probably wouldn't be made into like a different version.
I could see Rita too in Shiznaya.
Yeah, Rita, and I still think Fuhua is like a possible. Like we kinda have her with Cloud Retainer, but I don't know. I don't know if I count her as that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like Fuhua would definitely fit. Just kind of depends if they already count Cloud Retainer as Fuhua or not. Or like a Fuhua version.
I kind of doubt that.
Yeah. Then Auto, I feel like is a. Oh yeah, that's a Auto Locha. We have another one there. So like Auto Kallen, I guess. Even Cecilia. Cecilia and Siegfried. They would probably also fit in Snezhnaya. So I don't think Siren's gonna be in any. I feel like Siren would have already been like a Natlan fit, if anything. But I doubt it's gonna happen. Yeah, probably they could, but I don't see that happening. I feel like if they were to introduce like a version of a character, they do that at the start of the area. Like not with the banner necessarily, but with they'd still introduce them in the story as early as they could.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't see Siren being. I mean, maybe in Conria. I don't know. I feel like we've known so little about Conria that we can't really say what theme they're gonna use. Like,
yeah,
we've known it. Like, we have Kaya and Stainsliv and Capitano Alecchino, I guess. I think I forgot someone. Yeah.
Kind of Albedo.
Oh yeah. And oh yeah, we could still get some of these characters for the Hexen Circle.
Which I kind of doubt Gold being playable, but yeah, you know,
yeah,
could be surprised.
Maybe one or two of them. Who knows?
Definitely Alice. Should most likely be playable.
I mean, maybe those will be the characters we'll get alongside the Conria story. Who knows? Because
I'm
like I,
curious.
I doubt I doubt we'll get many actual Conrians,
Yeah.
you know. Except for like maybe one or
Uh,
two for Tui. I think they're gonna be like mostly from other nations.
mhm. I'm curious if when we get to Shesnaya, if we get like Shesnaya characters or just the leftover harbingers.
I feel like they're gonna probably do like 50-50
Mm-hmm.
because I do think that Signora's not gonna be the last harbinger to not be playable.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just
There's no way they would make the Tori playable.
yeah, and then like also, I feel like Sandrone.
Mm.
I don't really see how they could make that work. But who knows?
I mean, they're kind of setting it up to where it'd be like half harbingers against half harbingers in the Shesnaya plot
Mm,
in Arlecchino's story quest.
maybe.
So I could see that being a thing where like half of them are playable and good guys, and half of them
Mm.
are not playable and bad guys.
They will at least make Genshin stick with their only the good guys get to be playable, and they have to
Yeah.
be redeemed to be able to be a playable character.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't think the mayor's gonna be playable. On the other hand, I do kind of feel like Piero's gonna be playable because I just think it would be a really big waste to not have him be playable. Obviously we should get the Tsarita. Honestly, I don't know who else. Like Columbina's gonna be playable probably. There's been like too many leaks already about her for her to not be playable at all.
I don't know if those are leaks or just coping though.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I do feel like they're probably.
This is her kit, bro. Trust me on this.
I don't think they have a kit finalized, but I do feel like these leaks already come from her being talked about by the team. So I do feel like they're gonna make her a character eventually.
I remember way back, she was supposed to appear in Fontaine, and then she's supposed to appear in Nowlan. Like, no, she's not.
Liars.
So, as of now, I don't currently trust whether or not she's gonna be playable. I don't trust leakers to know that right now.
Yeah, we'll have to see. They did kind of start, or like not start late with adding playable harbingers, but you know they didn't really do a lot because like we got Child, and then for the longest time we got no one, and then we got Wanderer, Arlecchino, also like kind of far apart, and that's only 3. Capitano, I don't see him releasing in the next 2 to 3 versions, so that's also gonna be like
probably be late in Outland as well.
Yeah, and then we only have 4 of 13, which obviously is dead already. So like we have 4 of 12.
Is it 12 or 13 Harbingers?
Actually, I don't know. I might confuse it with the Flame Chasers right now.
No, there's 11 Harbingers because Child is the 11th Harbinger and he's the last.
Oh yeah, right. So yeah, still 4 of 11 or 4 of 10, which definitely means we're not getting all of them playable unless like pretty much all of Snezhnaya is just Harbingers.
Yeah.
Which I don't think they will happen.
A mystery.
Yeah, like the Harbingers were always marketed as like way too much to just be thrown around like update after update suddenly. So I think we're gonna get like 3 most. Which means at least another 3 will die, or at least probably have something happen to them that they won't be playable.
Definitely the Torah in terms of not playable.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of foreshadowing for what's his name, the banker dude, not be playable. Um, Probably the mayor. My only hesitation on the mayor is that they did show him in the little prelude teaser thing for all the nations.
Did they?
Yeah, like he's like covered in the shadow, but he is there.
Huh.
He's the one like sitting in front of all the other Fatui soldiers.
That's funny. I have to look at that once we end stream. Because it was a bit ago that I looked at it again. A few months
I think
ago
he even
already,
says
so.
in the video description his name.
It is funny to. It was funny though to see, like, a video that released so long ago. Because I remember, I think I watched it around the time that Arlecchino released. And, watching a video from so long ago and then seeing Linny, like, pop up with, like, his design pretty much one-to-one the same as it is in the game. Like, that is pretty crazy to have it planned out that much already.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at the description of the Tivat storyline preview, and it does say the mayor's name in this Shaznia chapter.
Could you send the link into or could you DM me the link so I don't have to search for it again? If you're already on it. Thank you. All right, shall we continue with with the story again?
Yeah. And after this little mission is over, we'll actually have to call it.
Yeah.
Spent too much time yapping to stream.
It is funny how we always end up like just talking about other things for half the stream.
Yeah. The reason why this game is taking so long.
Yeah. I mean, plus the fact that, we only stream like once a month.
Yeah.
That is also
Speaking
part of the problem.
Yeah. I can probably stream next week, but after that, I wouldn't expect to stream 3 weeks after that.
Okay.
Because week after next week is Thanksgiving week, and then I'll be.
Alright, you guys have that over there. I forgot.
Yeah. I think you killed it.
I think so.
You know, Ray, I'm just saying I can warm you up.
这是特制的作战服，是能防寒的。但谁能想到赤道上会遇到这种天气？唉，叶宵那小子，肯定是不想挨冻才找了个借口留在火堆旁的。他一直都是这样。你似乎对他很熟悉。当然，他曾是我的任务目标。与他的相遇是在战场上。
Oh, hey, backsword.
我的目标是亚洲一个叫做千寻会的组织。 而他则是对面雇佣的保镖。冤家路窄，我和他在工作场合发生了不少摩擦。当然，最后都是我赢。那时他也和现在一样，就算刀架在脖子上，还是一副事不关己、面不改色的样子。我觉得这人很有意思，所以捣毁千泉会时，我放了他一条生路，把他引荐给了组织。再见到他时。 他就已经成为干部了。 我还因此拿到了一笔奖金。虽然为人懒散，但他的能力的确很强。遇到问题总能找到最有效的方法，从不做多余的事情。用会蛇的话说，他是一个高效的工具。但在我看来，他不太适合做战友。毕竟你永远都不知道他在想些什么。无所谓，只要他能完成自己的任务就行。你还真洒脱。闲聊就到此为止吧，不再继续前进了。明白，都听你的。对了，说起来，你还没有干部代号吗？没有。
Oh,
我
codename.
劝你赶紧给自己取一个，不然胡狼可是会擅自帮你取名的。你应该不想那种事发生。
You can call me Shogun.
No, I was smart and click continue on accident. Oh well, if there's a... Actually, you know, we can just do this.
That works.
That is the easiest way. Alright.
Cool beans, cool beans. I would say productive stream, but that'd be kind of a lie, wouldn't it?
I mean, we made some progress. We're already at, you know, we got through 7 stages today, so
Oh,
look,
yeah,
we're almost
that is a decent amount.
we're almost done with the chapter already. I think we did a good job. Oh well, happens.
Oh, look at that, you got your friendship up, or your affection up.
Yes, she loves me now. She's my wife officially. It's just funny. It's that's the way you unlock the character stories, basically. You just have to have it chilling on your bridge for like a few months, and then you get character stories.
It's kind of similar to Genshin. You can just have characters vibe in your teapot, and you get friendship points that way. But yeah, good stream. Fun talking again.
Yes, it has been
I'll
a while.
see you either next week or next month. One of those two.
Alright then.
And you have a good night then.
Yes, you have a good rest of the day.
Bye.
Bye bye.